Today, we are heading to Japan's best kept secret. After spending the last 2 days at Tokyo Disney Resort, we are swapping theme parks for tropical islands. Welcome back to part 3 of our Japan series. We are about to spend the next 7 days exploring Okinawa, Japan's tropical paradise, from crystal clear waters and relaxed coastal vibes to some of the country's most beautiful ocean views. But before we head off to Okinawa, first we need to check out of our Disney hotel. So last night we actually changed hotels. We checked out of the Toy Story Hotel and into Disney's Celebration Hotel for our final night. It was a much more budget-friendly option and saved us paying for another night at the Toy Story Hotel.
Hey!
Oh, we have a bathtub. Now it's time to leave Tokyo behind and make our way to Okinawa. To make the morning easier, we arranged for our luggage to be forwarded directly to the airport, which made navigating Tokyo's subway system so much easier. We're going to an island.
Dear passengers, we have landed at Naha Airport. Please remain seated with the seatbelt securely fastened until the captain turns off the seatbelt sign.
Beds are bigger than the other places we've been to, I reckon. Like wider. And at least we've got that couch there if you had another kid. So that's probably what Why? It's got a little chair there to sit on and do your makeup. Okay, I have no idea what this is for. So we arrived here in Okinawa last night. And we had quite a few dramas with the car rental place. So the family that we're travelling with, there was a mix-up with their booking and there was no car available for them. They offered to rent out a bigger van that fitted all of us in the one van, and we thought, great, we'll do that. However, it was an extra 1,700 Aussie dollars on top of what we'd already paid, which we'd originally only paid $717. So it wasn't the best start to our trip here in Okinawa. It is raining today. We managed to have a swim this morning in the pool. However, it was cold, and as you can see outside, it's pouring. So currently sitting in the room, the kids are playing Buzz and probably Frozen. This is our room, and the room is a mess. So this morning we managed to, after we went for a swim, we went to the supermarket and got some food and snacks for the kids because they're constantly asking for food. We went to Cape Zanpa Lighthouse and had a look at the view, but Koei got a bit scared, and the boys have now gone for a surf, so hopefully it's good. And we're still going.
It's scary.
We made it. Can you see Dad?
Dad! Hi, Dad!
Welcome to Okinawa! At the moment we're up the top of Cape Zanpa Lighthouse. It costs 300 yen to climb up. Cole's a little bit scared, so I have to take him back down. That little
No!
Koa, and I'll go down, and then I'll go down first, Koa,
I'll stay here with you.
and then I'll take you.
Wait, there's Santa.
The rain may have changed our plans for the afternoon, but it gave us the perfect excuse to explore more of Hotel Alivila. From its beautiful Spanish colonial-style architecture to the stunning ocean view rooms, this place really lives up to its name. Alivila combines the Spanish words alivio, meaning relaxation, and villa, meaning country house. And that's exactly the vibe here. There is a large outdoor pool, fantastic for families, with a swim-through cave, a shallow children's area, lifeguards on duty, and even complimentary floaties for kids if you do forget to bring your own. Yeah? There is also an indoor heated relaxation pool with elegant European-inspired decor, which we definitely made the use of when we needed some downtime. The resort sits directly on a stunning white sand beach with crystal clear water. And while the weather didn't cooperate during our stay, it was easy to imagine just how beautiful it is on a sunny day. The rooms are extremely spacious with gorgeous ocean views. We had twin beds that were noticeably larger than many of the other Japanese hotels we'd stayed in. Day 2 began exactly how every holiday should. Quite honestly, one of the best hotel breakfasts I've ever had. The selection of food was extensive, and while I never thought I'd be someone who eats soup for breakfast, it was so darn good that I ended up having it every single morning. One thing we were most excited about in Okinawa was snorkeling in the famous blue waters. Unfortunately, the weather wasn't on our side today. We had actually booked a tour to snorkel in the Blue Cave for this morning, but due to the poor visibility, the cave was closed. Tour company didn't offer any refunds, so we went with their alternative tour, which ended up taking us to a nearby beach instead. It definitely wasn't the experience we had signed up for, and it was a little bit disappointing. The water was quite shallow, and in hindsight, it's something we could have done ourselves for free, which would have saved us around $200. I guess not every travel day goes to plan, but that's all part of the adventure.
So I'm at the batting. Is everyone excited?
Oh, Carl, look what you get! We're going to go see Nemo.
The edge of the step, and then we just there will be no.
It's fun? Are you finding the fish? Where? I really want to find Nemo.
Same.
Has anyone else found
I
Nemo?
found something like Dory, but it's like a really bright blue fish.
How far away was it? Oh, don't send it this way. Let's go. I don't like stick snakes. Oh, really?
For dinner, we headed to volcanoes near American Village and devoured some seriously delicious ramen. It was the perfect way to end the day. We finally woke up to a sunny day, so we decided to head out and do some exploring. Our first stop was Zakimi Castle Ruins, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Built in the early 1400s, this castle is known for its impressive limestone walls, which curve naturally with the shape of the hill. It's also home to the oldest surviving stone arch gate in Okinawa. One of the highlights is that you can actually walk along the top of the castle walls and take in the amazing views from above. But if you are visiting with kids, it is worth keeping them close because there are no safety railings along the walls. The history here is incredible, but what really stood out was how beautiful the grounds were. It was such a peaceful place to wander around and take it all in.
They gotta make a wish.
I wish. Oh, you tell her. I don't have one. I have one.
What are you guys doing? What's behind here?
I know there's a gummy bear, a cockle.
Things change, you know? And they become ruins. Are they gonna make it? Oh, he didn't make it! What is it? It's low tide at the moment, so can't really go for a swim. It's not that hot. The pool's pretty cold, so we're just going for a walk along the beach. And we don't know what we're going to do for the afternoon.
Look at these little hermit crabs. They're everywhere.
He might move on your head.
It's okay.
Lighter.
It's okay. That evening, we headed next door to Banta Cafe to catch the sunset. We found a spot on the deck with beautiful views overlooking the cove. Unfortunately, the clouds did roll in again, so we didn't get much of a sunset. But it was still the perfect place to relax and unwind while enjoying a drink and a light dinner.
Leave him alone.
Bull riding.
Now we're doing some bull riding. Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 7,
Don't wake up until I say.
Close your eyes. It's fine.
The rain returned this morning, so rather than keeping the kids stuck indoors, we decided to make the 90-minute drive north to the Churaumi Aquarium. It turns out we weren't the only ones with that idea. The place was absolutely packed, and with so many people around, it was a little overwhelming. He was big, hey? It's weird.
He's alright.
Oh, that's pretty. Wow. Who's that? Look, it's looking at us. We woke up this morning to a perfectly sunny day, so we drove 50 minutes south to Nanjo, where we spent the whole day exploring Okinawa World. There was so much to see and do here. It is the perfect place to experience authentic Okinawan culture and incredible natural wonders all in one destination. Our first stop was Gyokusendo Cave, a spectacular limestone cave stretching around 5 kilometres, making it the second longest in Japan. We followed the 850-metre boardwalk deep underground, surrounded by impressive stalactites and stalagmites that have formed over hundreds of thousands of years.
How cool's the roof?
Next up, we got to step back in time and experience traditional Ryukyu culture up close in relocated historical houses and witnessed traditional Ryukyu glass blowing by skilled artisans. That's the toilet, guys. Go on.
Is it actual where they
We also enjoyed a traditional Isa performance, an energetic Okinawan folk dance brought to life with vibrant costumes and powerful taiko drumming. To wrap up our visit, we watched an educational venomous snake show, which made me a little anxious. Aaron tried habushu, which is also known as Okinawan snake wine. This unique local liquor is made by steeping a venomous habu snake in alcohol, making it one of Okinawa's most famous and unusual specialties.
Medicine. It's fine.
Before making our way back to the hotel, we grabbed an early dinner on Kokusai-Dori. We'd been hoping for some authentic Japanese dishes, but since it was still pretty early and many restaurants hadn't opened yet, we decided to give Steakhouse 88 a try. And then Billy's the audience.
I'm gonna dance by myself like nobody's watching. Don't really care if my rhythm's off, 'cause I'm gonna dance like nobody's watching me. I'm gonna dance by myself like nobody's watching. Don't really care.
And it was so good. I loved it. It was good. I loved it. Keep telling your story. But they had avocados. The avocados ate their nuts.
Okay, push the button.
Really sorry.
Here we go.
Can I jack off while you do it?
Stop doing anything.
Oh no! You press stop though when you're done.
Press
Press stop the front one.
thing's on the ass. Oh! Oh, that's like a fire hydrant.
It's good though.
You don't want to open your ass up.
You're clean now.
Oh, God.
That's hilarious.
Looks like a painting in the background. It does. That's why I'm like, it's real. Tara's waving. We spent our last day in Okinawa relaxing by the water and enjoying some sunshine. The sun finally decided to make an appearance, which is so typical that it happened on our very last day. It gave us a glimpse of the tropical paradise we could have had all week, but looking back, we still had an amazing time, surrounded by good people, lots of laughs, and plenty of unforgettable moments.
Here goes rock climbing.
Suggestions if you are planning a trip to Okinawa, and it is some tips that I would personally do a bit differently to make the trip a little bit more smoother. Firstly, the weather wasn't on our side, so we did miss out on snorkeling Zamami Islands, which was actually quite high up on my bucket list. I would love to know if any of you have actually stayed on any of the islands. If you have, please let me know which ones you recommend. Secondly, we did underestimate just how big the main island is. So next time I would actually stay in Naha for a few nights, staying close to Kokusai-Dori, and use that as a base to explore the southern part of the island, like Shuri Castle, Okinawa World. You're also close to the port, so that makes it a lot easier to do day trips out to the islands. After that, I would head north, but this time, instead of staying in Yomitan, I would actually look at staying in Onna. There's a lot of resorts there, and there seems to be a lot of restaurants in walking distance to the resort, which actually makes it a little more convenient. From Onna, you can easily explore many of Okinawa's northern highlights, such as the aquarium, Ryukyu Mura, and several of the island's historical castle ruins. These are just things that I would do differently when we eventually return, because I missed out on the snorkeling, but I will be back. Today we are leaving Okinawa behind and heading to Kyoto. Since we found out the hard way on our last ANA flight that there is no food served during the 2-hour flight, we made it a top priority to grab a big breakfast at the hotel before heading to the airport. Are you guys giving Simi a facial? Get to sit on your own. And I'm with the kids. Next up, we'll be wrapping up our Japan adventure in the beautiful city of Kyoto. We will see you in the next video. Ciao!